I mean, guys, I'm at the level where I'm trying to press record and I turn off the camera. So today, guys, I will be talking about 5 tips on how to feel more comfortable in front of a camera. Anyways, digressing. As always, please subscribe, please like the video, press that bell button if you want to see more. Share with everyone you know that our face is on the internet and we're trying to give you some fun, creative, inspirational, practical, productive content for your life. I hope you enjoy any of the videos. Please comment what would you like to see more of, and let's get on with it. Let's get on with it. So many of you have DM'd me and messaged me since starting properly more, let's call it, our YouTube channel. It was supposed to be every week, once a week, but hey, life happens, okay? Life happens, travel happens, post-pandemic world happens, and here we are. But we're continuing. And you were all kind of like, oh wow, that's so cool that you started, how and what, and you know, you're so natural in front of camera. I don't know if I'm natural. I speak from the heart. Sometimes, as someone once told me, it's a bit of a waffle. That's fine. You don't have to watch it if it's too waffly. I hope I'm still making sense, and I'm trying to make the videos a bit shorter. So if I stop speaking now about other stuff, it'll be great. So practice in the mirror. It's super important that you actually see yourself. I can see myself in the viewfinder later on that, but the number one thing is practice in the mirror. See how you behave. What's your mimic like? What's your posture like? Are you looking into the mirror? Are you strongly, confidently looking at yourself to deliver the message? Are you animated or very stiff? Are you smiling, or you're quite sad and, you know, shoulders down and all that? All these things are very important, and you can definitely find more suggestions on how to make sure that your posture is correct. But basically, just always think that there's that little string above your head. Lift yourself up, smile, relax. It's all about kind of just, you know, like talking like to your friend. Anyone that wants to hear your message, they want to feel like you like them. So to, you know, be in front of camera and speak without even kind of thinking, yes, it comes with practice and not everyone can do it, and I blab too much, we all know that. But just practice in front of the mirror and see, is there anything I can make better? You know, am I looking straight into the camera again, smiling? Am I feeling comfortable? Am I showing this kind of engaging way of delivering a message? If you can, especially with cameras, I was very specific about getting a camera that has a viewfinder. So now I'm looking at the viewfinder, now I'm looking at you. Viewfinder, you. Viewfinder, you. And I'm sure you can see the difference, and I'm sure you can see that on YouTube videos in general on YouTube, where people are looking here, but sometimes they look up, sometimes they look there, depending if they have any notes, or they are looking at something next to them, or they have a viewfinder. My other camera doesn't have it, so my eyes are directly looking at the camera, which is amazing when you've trained yourself and you feel comfortable and you don't need to look up. One day probably I'll just kind of click down the viewfinder, but for now it keeps me focused, organized, and I know I'm in the frame. It helps me to kind of see myself in the frame if I start moving too much. And I think this would be amazing for kind of feeling more natural in front of the camera, because you can actually, as you practice, see yourself, how that would look like on the camera. Do I like how it looks like? Do I like my background? Do I like how I am framed in it? Am I too close? Am I too far? I don't know, right? So find your perfect way. You're just staring at yourself. The game is to stare at yourself as much as you can to make it normal, because like once you feel normal in front of this camera doing stuff, it just all comes naturally. And I think all of us being more on Zoom this past year, you've seen yourself so much that hopefully that helps you to kind of establish some sort of relationship with yourself. Give it a go if you can. If you can, just do a few trials for yourself. Don't put pressure to film everything amazingly from the start, especially if you're a bit like myself. I just want to tick off things. I'm, you know, well organized. I've got my lights on. I've got everything. I just want to do it. It can be a bit overwhelming, because that's when you're going to be doing your ums and ams and all that, which I still do. You know, we all do. I say too much like, and all that stuff. I'm trying, but just trial it for yourself. Don't even film it. Just see yourself in the camera if you can. If you don't have a viewfinder, yes, press record, but just do it for yourself. See how it shows on the camera, because I always think I look a bit different or sound a bit different, or yeah, like it's a weird one, you know. It's like when you don't like your voice on the camera, right? But just trial, just do a bit of, you know, back and forth. Don't write everything that you want to say next to you and kind of use a teleprompter. That's just from my experience. Maybe you're different and it will help you, but put some bullet points, maybe put some notes, maybe just even keywords below my camera, or as I have it here placed on the laptop. But don't overwhelm yourself. You're not on TV, you know, and you will just feel a bit less natural, and we're all about tips on being more natural. And to be more natural is not to really read stuff fully. Again, I'm super up for bullet points, I'm super up for notes and things like that, but at the end of the day, if you want to feel natural and speak to the camera like you speak to your friends or, you know, family or whoever, less kind of strict wording, because you'll be like and we don't want that, right? We want to feel and sound natural. And at the end of the day, guys, you can tell, right? If someone is reading from a teleprompter or, you know, kind of intensely looking at their notes, you can tell. You can't really connect with that. So if I was going constantly like that, I would lose some sort of connection with you, and that's kind of not what I want. So I'm so up for bullet pointing. Don't write the whole thing. And last thing, I mean, it's pretty basic, but practice, 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 practice. Practice makes perfect. And actually, I don't even like that sentence, because we're not after perfect. Now look at me. This could probably be so much better. I could say less I could be much more, let's say, you know, ready and all that. But I want to be as conversational with you guys as possible. This is how I speak. This is how I interact with people. Hopefully you enjoy it. I'm trying to be myself here. Of course, I'm always going to be a bit of a 2.0 version of myself, a bit louder, a bit more energetic. You know, I don't walk around home like that. You know what I mean? Like if I'm on my own, of course, I'm kind of like coffee, you know, but it's still me. So I really encourage you to practice, because nothing comes naturally. I kind of been always that type of kid that, you know, at weddings would like pass by and just be kind of like super awkward and make people feel weird and just stand in front of the camera as the couple should be filmed. Anyone that invite me to wedding, please don't, because I will destroy that view for you. Yeah, so maybe for some people it comes natural, more natural, yes, that's true, but it doesn't mean that you can't get better at it, you can't get more comfortable with it. And again, because we all, or many of us, spent a long time in front of Zooms and, you know, Teams and all that, all those video programs where you can literally kind of non-stop see yourself, you're like, wow, I never knew that like one of my eyes is more lazy. So, you know, in that way, hopefully you feel actually more confident with your face doing stuff. It shouldn't be a big deal, but still, practice makes better. Let's not say perfect, better. And I encourage you to try, and, you know, try when you're not feeling it, try when you're feeling it, just try. Just try. I hope there was at least one thing that you were like, I'm gonna try that. Let me know how it goes. Let me know what's your tips, as always. And any more ideas for videos, please let us know, because I don't want to kind of, you know, keep coming up with videos that you might not want to see. So what do you want to see? What do you want to know? What's going on? That was me, Natalia from Natalka Design, and I'll see you very soon. Bye!